Alright, I thought I would do a video to showcase this wonderful day of toys for me. And first thing right out of the box came in the mail. We got the one, the only femme fatale, the Baroness. The reason why I got this Baroness is because it's more closely associated to the original Baroness from 1984, I believe, because the retro release was actually this. The retro release of the Baroness was this figure. And this was like only one, I guess, episode number 1 in G.I. Joe comic, and as well as the first Mass Effects TV show. If you look at it, it looks like the same. It looks like it's a different figure altogether. That's interesting. Alright, well, that's the first item. The Baroness. Alright, so we'll put her aside. The next thing that came in the mail is 1984, I want to believe, Secret Wars Venom-infested SpiderMan. So I had this as a kid growing up, and the interesting thing is the stories that Spider-Man had traveled and was, got this symbiote costume, and then the whole thing of it being, symbiotic and wanting to take over Spider-Man, why he got to get rid of it, and turned into, the thing went on to Venom, become Venom, and but this was I remember seeing this. I'm like, wow, Black Spider-Man. Being a little kid, I was like, I had no idea. Maya's here. So we'll put that aside. Next thing we got is, I went to Toys R Us. We had a $50 gift card. So I opened, then I figured out I'd start taking video. So I opened this, a Golf 2 GTI. I always thought that was a cool car. I had an Audi A4, which is... And the next thing we're going to open is discontinued Lamborghini Gallardo. So, Series 1. Let's see. When you have a $50 gift card to a store that's not going to exist in a few days, it's kind of... And then I guess this was like the 3rd or 4th day of the initial, because they're smart. They knock down 10%, and then there's a mass rush, and all the good stuff gets cleared out in the first day. And then after that, things started to decrease. Oh, there's a garage. Interesting. Now, what's interesting about this, and toy people might not know this, but since I am dual cars as much, the Audi R8 10 is essentially a Lamborghini Gallardo. Economically, it's better to get the Audi R8 V10 versus a Gallardo. Well, you can't get it; it's been discontinued. But the better buy was in the Audi. Essentially, you're getting a Gallardo, a clone of it, because that's what they put that engine into the Audi R10. And this is what's going on right now. And the other YouTubers, we have my kitty being bad. So anyway, back to the Toy Galaxy and all that stuff. It's more real than anything. Alright, so that's kind of cool having that car. So we have, what do they have? Dodge SRT Viper. That's a big discrepancy. GTI and a Dodge Viper. Alright, the next car, because I got 3, is I got this mainly for my brother because he has an Evo, but this is a concept Evo. Where this comes to fruition, probably. I mean, let's be honest. With the Type R, Honda put out, the go-ahead with the Toyota Supra are going to be out. Mitsubishi would be stupid to keep something as wonderful as the Evo in hiding. They need to update the Evo and unleash that bad boy. So anyway, this is the figure. So we got 3 cars. And these aren't the 99-cent Matchbox. These are, I mean, as much as I love action figures, I love collecting cars. There's a booklet for it. I don't know why I picked out the GTI. It was stupid. I have a car that's factory. I only get cars that I can never get my hands on. That's the whole point of getting die-cast cars. And I built a car that's way better than any GTI. So anyway, that's the car lot that Mrs. and I got. So far we're up to these. Give the gun to the Baroness. Alright, the next thing we got to add to the Voltron is the newer Voltron Red Lion. And I'm actually going to open this one up. Unlike the other Voltron. Let me show you that. In an earlier episode, I did a review about the, let me take this back a little bit, the Playmates re-release of the classic legendary Voltron. And I know Toy Galaxy did I'm not going to open mine up, but I actually went back to see, and the classic ones are all gone. I think they had the black lion there. So I went up and got the red lion of the new Legendary Defender series. I don't know, I've always liked the red and black lion. They're always my favorite lions in Voltron. So we're going to open this up. I wonder if, I never had this much patience as a kid. So I need to cut. So we're going to cut. I think I should. Oh, here we go. Let's not reinvent the wheel here. We do have a college degree from Rutgers, so there's always a logical way. Now I want to be a savage and just rip it apart. It's just, do I care to be this particular? You know what, screw it. I'm not going to be like, that's not my style anyway. I'm a nerdy X-Jock. Ah, the barbarian man, so just rip it apart. Ah, man. God, I have to call the World Wildlife Foundation. This poor cat has been tied down. Alright, so here is almost done. Gosh, good thing plastic isn't a scarce national resource, because this thing is just plastic coming everywhere. Oh wow, it's pretty good. Oh, that's pretty fun. So, alright, you got this flaming, what does this stick for? The original cats, what did they have? Your instruction booklet. Now as a kid, did you like spend time reading instruction booklets, or? To be honest with you, I do not. Well, that's kind of cool. I mean, a lot of people have, and including myself, I mean, the lines look cool, but the Voltron itself looks like shit. The new, oh, okay, that's like a, so that's it. You're supposed to put it in his mouth, and he's blowing chunks. Ah. Oh, that's cool. It's a thermometer. What's your temperature? That's wrong. But yeah, I watched the new Voltron on Netflix. I think it's well written. It's, you know, it's hard though. It definitely is the nostalgia factor of the original and a new adaptation, but at the same time, it's like, it's not something that, if it's on, it's on. You know, if I come across it, I'll watch it. But you know what I mean? It's not like I don't think no one actively is like, I gotta set time to watch the next episode of Voltron. It's not like that. It's like, you go onto Netflix, there's nothing else on. You're like, oh, you know what? It's like the process of elimination type of thing. There's nothing else on. You know what? I'll stick it on. You know, and then about an hour later, you watch 2 episodes, and you're like, oh, okay. And then, you know, you get up and do something else. But anyway, this is the Red Lion. So this was part of the, I guess, probably one of the last Toys R Us. And if people want to compare, this is actually the original blue line. It's the same thing. These are not the full size. These are the miniature lines. So this is actually the Matchbox mini lines. You see, it's just like the same thing as except this was plastic, and you could see the plastic not doing too good. And